Hello, Mr. Sean Barklow. Hello,
How are you,
everybody.
Joy?
Hey, good, good. This is the Joy and Sean happy hour. Glad you guys are here with us. Happy hour in 30 minutes or less. So
See, I'm
anyway, glad to
transparent.
have you.
It's water. Joy, you don't know what she has in hers. So
Yeah, I know. Well, trust me. You all know me. No vodka here.
bourbon,
All
scotch.
water.
Yeah, gotcha. Old
So, but
fashioned.
anyways, hey, glad to have you guys here today. And we've just been chit-chatting here and kind of comparing our own notes on what we're doing for activity, business building activity. We all hear this all the time. You know, what's you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm very busy. What are you doing? Sending cards. Sending cards is cool. But is that your business activity? I mean, is that your business building activity?
Yep.
A piece of it, but there's a lot more. So, anyways, and we all get into these little binds like, okay, what do we do? What do we need to do? You know, the big word of the day is consistency, right, Sean?
Absolutely. I think even Jordan put something out the other day. Okay, 2 hours a day over the next 2 years, and you'd be amazed on, you know, what that'll turn into. But you have to be very. And I back up a little bit. I got this from. I was in a BNI director's call, and you know, you'll hear it a lot when through BNI, they want to kind of see, okay, who can be the next leadership within the group, but maybe who wants to be an ambassador or director. And you'll hear this a lot like, well, I'm too busy to do that. And he goes, and I've used that
Mhm, mhm,
excuse. And then you start looking at your calendar and what are you busy with? And our money making activities is showing somebody how to send a card or introducing them to the Greener Still website and walking them through the process and getting them signed up. That's the money make that's it. That's the money making activity.
mhm,
If you're not doing that, you're not going to grow a team.
mhm,
So the more you do that, it's going to push those busy items off your calendar.
mhm.
So I thought, it's just a great topic because you know what? If we were all showing 3 to 4 people a day, boy, there would on the Monday night call, Cody would it'd be a half hour of people getting promoted and all this that's going on. So it's really, I mean, I'm just taking a look at what I'm doing, and I need to do better. I need to to be more consistent and filling those appointments. And I run 5 or 6 appointments a day, but not all of those are money making activities. Some are meeting people in one-to-ones, but I need to fill. Then I need 8 a day, and 6 of them are, let me show you how to send a card, or let me show you Greener Still, and let's
Mhm.
talk about how you can use this, and let's introduce the business to people. um, so that's just what that's what it kind of light bulb for me went off. Yeah, my calendar's full. Well, okay, then be honest with yourself with what.
Yeah, yeah. Ask yourself, what is it full with?
Yeah.
Do you keep a physical calendar or what do you do to
I
track
actually use
yourself?
I've now over the last few years I use my calendar on my iPhone.
Mhm,
However, I do the prospects, and prospects is anyone that I'm having a one-to-one with.
yes.
Anyone. And then when I get to send a card, have them send a card, that's when I put them in here. And then like these were this week,
Mhm,
I'll put notes next to them. I'll usually write down follow-up date next to them when they want me to follow up with them. And then I'll put an asterisk next to their name with what they signed up with when I get them signed up.
mhm,
Just so, because I can go back and I can look and say, how many do I have in here that I need to follow up with that they have never signed up with anything? And maybe, and also that they don't know about Greener Still.
mhm,
So
mhm.
it's a way to, continue to have that conversation, make those connections, just like we talk about. Um,
Right,
Make sure
right.
I'm following up with cards. I mean, cards are important. I mean, that's
Yeah, yeah.
um,
There's no doubt. I mean, we don't want to ever say that sending cards is not a
oh
money
no,
making activity. It's a big part of getting to the money making activities.
and it's only a money making activity if you don't think it's a money making activity. Because if you're sending cards, and we've had this conversation, if you're sending cards to get something, you're never going to get something. But if
Right,
you're doing the cards for the right reason, you're
right.
going to get those. Hey, thanks. That was really cool. Oh, let me show you how I did that. I mean, that's such a softball, way to
Mhm.
get an appointment. So.
Right.
How about
Right.
you? Do you keep a paper one or are you,
No, my calendar on my phone is definitely this is what I'm doing today kind of thing, because I've got the dates and I've got the reminders and everything sit on there. Now, when I have somebody that I do a one-to-one with, I have a notebook as well, but I only have one notebook. And what I wind up doing is I highlight the ones that send cards.
okay,
I keep everybody in one book and I highlight the ones once I know that they've sent a card and what plan that they're on to do my follow-up on.
okay,
So rather than two notebooks was overwhelming for me.
okay.
So I did two. Now, also in an accountability group that we're working towards, with everything right now with the double bonuses and everything. And, basically, one of the things that they said on this was, this is run by Dia and Willie and oh my gosh, why am I missing somebody? Dia Willie and oh my gosh, I'll think of it in a minute. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. So apologetic to my third person there. But anyways, we're keeping track. It is Judy O'Higgins.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just basically set up that one person a day you send out cards to. Okay. Now that's not like one person
You
you
didn't
reach
say
out to.
10, right? You didn't say 10.
Yeah, I didn't say 10, I mean, at least one person a day that you're actually showing to, so that may require you to reach out to a lot of people. That may require you to, really do something to make sure that you get that one a day, kind of thing. So anyway, so with that kind of a thing, I'm actually like tracking on a separate paper.
Okay.
So I have that broke down. So, and I'm actually even tracking like how many people I reach out to get that one, if not more, kind of thing. So, but it's an accountability. I mean, it's an activity, I mean, we could send cards all day long, but if we're not asking,
Right.
if we're not going that extra step and, your time is that extra step. Your time is showing. You're not going to make a business you're not going to get what you want with this company, with your business, if you're not doing that kind of thing.
It's funny, I had a conversation with I think I connected with them or he connected through LinkedIn after I did the send out cards webinar. And so he called me, I got a couple questions. Sure. Okay, I'm an affiliate, been affiliate a long time. And can I just make money signing up customers? I'm like, yeah. He goes, because the reason I ask, I saw the breakdown when Who Made Gold, and Jordan only has it was only like $1,200. I'm like, okay, he has got a totally different mindset on customers and affiliates. He looks for affiliates. So what does he get more of? And I remember he was in Columbus, and I'll share it quickly. Again, it goes to mindset. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, we came out with that $9.95 customer, and it was the same as Netflix, and
Yeah.
sell thousands of the. And he was in Columbus when I think we were doing a promotion. If you got 10, you got something from Send Out. And so we brought everybody who got 10, and there was like 6 of us, and we went up, and how many people did you have to show? And how many people did you have to show? And some people are like, well, I showed 12 and I got my 10. I showed 15 and I got my 10. He goes, it took me 45. And I'm like, because his mindset, yes, he gathers customers, but they're an afterthought for him. So what's your mindset? When you're doing, and this is totally off the calendar thing, but when you're sharing with people, are you hoping to get a customer or are you hoping to get an affiliate? And it really goes to your mindset. And when I first started, I'm like, I want affiliates. And my business partner, Bill, he got a lot of customers. And he's like, how are you getting affiliates? I'm like, well, that's what I want. That was my mindset. I want to sell them that package that comes with the affiliate. So even think that when you're setting your appointments and, what's your mindset going in? Yeah, I want to share this with them. But if you think you're going to get a customer, that's probably what you're going to get. If you think you're going to get an affiliate, that's probably what you're going to get. So have you, You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do. I do see where you're going with it. I want to say though that I feel like the company shifted a little bit here, and it is more about customers versus affiliates.
Absolutely. But I think it's like that gentleman. I said, go out and get 100 of the $97. That's 500 points. Divide that by 15 and multiply that by 50.
Hmm.
What is that? 15, 16, $1,700. And you know what? If it takes you 6 months and that's a residual check every month and you keep growing that. So yeah, you can go out and but you look at the big money's in the little money. If you had 15 people doing that for you,
Hmm.
that would be pretty cool. And
Sure.
I think your point to the one a day, you know, what if you bring somebody on and they start doing that? And then that's what you're just like what Jordan shared that those guys in Arizona. And I'd heard that story before that they were kind of just plugging along and they
Hmm.
just said, look, we're gonna show the business once a day
Hmm.
or show how to send a card once a day and think
Hmm.
how that would transform in a year, how that would transform, your
Hmm.
paycheck, your organization.
Right.
So, but
Right.
it starts with your calendar.
Hmm. Yeah, it does.
And
It
you can
starts.
change the colors on, and maybe you do it where the presentations are green
Hmm.
on your calendar. So
There
you
you
can
go.
quickly look and say, ooh, I got old purple today. I better make some more appointments. So
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Well, the
off my
key,
soapbox.
yeah.
Sorry.
The key to all of it is the activity. You've got to have the activity. You've got to have the money making activities for yourself.
And
And then
we're seeing what we have 30 star ones last week and 40 this week. So obviously it's starting to happen. So,
right, right.
don't be a year from now going, "Ugh, I've only got 3 people. All right, take a look at your calendar. That's your goal this today. Look at your calendar, look at the next week or 2 weeks or how many, however you set it out, how many of those, whatever appointments you have are to share, green
Mhm.
or still / send out cards.
Yeah. One of the things you mentioned earlier, Shawn, and I know this is a conversation or something people ask me all the time. It's like, well, if you're sending the card out as a heartfelt card and then they say thank you, then you turn it around and ask them if they want something. How do you do that transition without, coming across as you're trying? I only sent that card to you because I'm selling you. Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be a long answer.
Okay.
If you truly send it out for the right intention,
Mhm.
100%, I just sent it for the right intention, then they're not going to think anything of it when, yeah, isn't that really cool? I'd love to show you how to do that. When do you have time? They're not going to think that card came to me as a sales pitch.
Mhm.
If you're sending it out to get an appointment, probably they're not going to contact you to say thank you. And then if you do say, well, gosh, I'd love to show you, that's what I thought. You were just following up. So I think if you truly are sending out for the right reason
Reasons.
and somebody says, man, that was really cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's really, oh man, it's so easy. You want to see it? Let's not keep it a secret. Wouldn't you like to impact somebody? Would you like to impact somebody's day? Like you had a smile on when you opened that card, you had a smile on your face, didn't you? Yeah. Well, let's do that for somebody. Who do you want to send a card to? Let me share that with you. I just think if you send it for the right reasons, and I'll go back and I think I shared this when I first started with send out cards. I would get cards and email from Jordan, and I would get cards and emails from somebody else. It always felt like Jordan was trying to help me out.
Mhm.
Here's what I do. Here's the 3 things you should do every day. What can I do for you? The other person had always felt like they were trying to get me to do something.
Mhm.
Hey, it's Brownie Friday. Let's send brownies. Like, you're just trying to get me to spend more money. I know that. And I didn't know either one personally at the time. And then
Mhm.
you hear Jordan's story, and yes, that's what he wants you to do, and that's what he's just here. And the other one, it was, I need to make money, and so your true intentions come through those cards, 100%. I don't care what you say, you can't talk me out of that.
Mhm.
If you're doing a card and like, oh, what a great picture, but I'm gonna get an appointment because of this one, it will come through that card.
Mhm.
Versus, what a cool picture. I'm just gonna say Happy Mother's Day
Mhm.
and done. And when so I think that transition, if you did it for the right reasons, it's going to be natural. If you say, yeah, it's really cool and fun. You want to see how I do it?
Mhm.
Love to walk you through sending a card. Then it's not, and then it's up to them whether they want to get started or not with it.
Right,
But I
right,
think if you got the right intention when you sent the card, that transition is easy and they're not going to think anything of it.
right, right. Yeah, I do, I agree with you on that. I really agree. And I use, a lot of times I say, hey, would you like to pay that feeling forward?
Yeah.
You know, hey, here's a link for you. Just pay it forward to somebody else. Let somebody else smile,
Yeah.
and that type of thing. So, but
So yeah, again, I mean, I get a lot that way just because people post a lot of, you know, I did, I did one. He took his daughters to Disney World and they dressed in as Minnie Mouse, and so I sent him a card, but I made it come from Minnie, you know, and he posted on Facebook and people are commenting. They're like, he's like, oh, my girls won't let this card go, and it's and I didn't do it for any. I didn't expect that, and I
right,
didn't do it for any reason, and
right.
other than it was cool pictures. And
Yeah.
I remember my daughter, passing a picture to Minnie Mouse when we were at Disney World.
Hmm.
So it's do the cards for the right reasons. People will reach out to you and say thank you, and then yeah, just hey,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you
There's
know,
just like the Mother's Day that's over with now. I mean, I created a card that just says Mother's Day Memories 2021, and it doesn't even matter whether it's a current memory or a past memory.
nope,
They put it on their Facebook as a
yep,
memory of some kind to them,
yep.
so
They're
sending
posting
that
those
out.
pictures because it meant something to them. And
That's
you're
right.
right, whether that was
Right.
taken on Sunday or it was a picture from years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same. I like the Mother's Day memories because I put Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day 2021. Um,
Yeah.
and I think I did 70 or 80 again over this week. I did one yesterday because somebody posted, sorry, I'm late, just post. So I'm like,
I
old
know.
picture,
I know. Yeah, those
So
are great ones to do. And I've been doing a lot of graduation ones right now
yeah,
too, for the kids. And I'm actually sending Cody's book along with it, The Power of the Human Connection,
nice.
along with it. But that's cool with that. And oh, you said something a minute ago I wanted to make sure I commented on. And of course, I'm just, we go off in these tangents.
Yeah. And how's this about calendar?
Well, what's this about my
Oh,
calendar?
well, it's all connected.
Yeah, it is all connected. It is all connected. But well, anyways, hey, not to, the cards are very important. You've got to get them out. You got to get them out for the right reasons. As we recap this conversation, your money making activities go the next step.
Yeah. And I think the right
That's
reasons
your
are
calendar with.
just kind of what we've always been is, our goal is to help millions of people act on their promptings.
Mhm.
So by you sending and doing it the right way and listening to your promptings and sending that will get other people saying thank you and interested, and you show them, and the more that circle, that'll grow. And
Mhm.
that's that
Yeah,
ripple effect.
yeah,
So,
it really. I had
but
somebody
fill that calendar with shares.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Fill them with the shares. The
Yeah.
second S.
Yeah.
Fill them with the shares because, why are we holding this gift to ourselves,
And you know what? So most of I'm new to Florida since last July. I've heard over and over again. Yeah, we had somebody. I knew somebody did send out cards a long time ago, and it still surprises me that it's not bigger than it is, or you don't really hear about it. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm here. You
Mhm.
know. So it is. I think you're doing a disservice if somebody says thank you and you don't say, hey, let me show you. Let's, like you said, let's pay it forward. Let's make somebody's day. Let's make somebody smile. And if
Mhm.
you take that approach, you're going to have appointments set all day long.
Yeah,
People are going to get started.
yeah, exactly,
Yep.
exactly. So,
Let's get
oh,
it done.
get it done.
Household name. That's our next goal.
Yeah, yep, that's right. That's right. So awesome. All right. Well, hey, that's a wrap for today. Hope we helped you out and understand that difference between doing it for the right reasons and sharing it to move forward, fill that calendar with the shares.
Yep.
So have a good one. See you,
You too.
Shawn. See
All right.
everybody.
See you next week.
Talk to you next week.